Hello friends, welcome to this class. In our previous video, we have seen reflection of waves and stationary waves. Where in stationary waves we learnt nodes and antinodes. Nodes are the places where we get minimum amplitude. Antinodes are the places where we get maximum amplitude. And the mathematical approach to these nodes and antinodes was discussed in our previous video. Now in this video we are going to discuss formation of stationary waves in stretched string and loss of transverse waves in stretched string. And yesterday I said in the ending of the video there are three cases in this. One is stretched string, another one is closed argon pipe, another one is open argon pipe. These three are the most important cases with respect to IPE 8 marks question. This is also one most important 8 marks question. So listen carefully. So how the stationary waves are formed in a stretched string. First come to the general discussion. Imagine I stretched a string and tied a string between the two ends. This is one end, this is another end. Between these two ends I placed a string. Right? I tied a string between these two ends. This is one end and this is the another end. Now in this stretched string, whenever I create some disturbance, so imagine I pulled it down and I left it. Then what happened? Some waves are formed. Initially which waves are formed? Initially transverse waves are formed. A transfer wave will be started from here and this transverse waves travel to forward in any one direction and reaches to the second end. It starts at one end and reaches to the second end. Then at the second end this transverse wave will be reflected back and moves to the first end. In this way what happened, superposition of the two waves will be taken place and a stationary wave is formed. This is what the stationary wave, how the stationary wave is formed. Whenever you disturb the stretched string, then a transverse wave is generated and this transverse wave after reaching to the second end will be reflected back and due to superposition of the reflected wave will get a stationary wave. Right? Now we will see the mathematical approach to it. For example, I have taken a string of length L. Length is taken. Okay. Here one stationary wave is formed. This is one stationary wave. According to this diagram, we will see this stationary wave is formed. In stationary waves, one more point to note that this is called as one loop. One node to another node. These are the nodes you know well. Every time a node is formed at the fixed end. Fixed end ఉన్న దగ్గర నోడ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో 100% ఇప్పుడు ఏం కావాలి మనకు, ఒక ఎండ్ దగ్గర ఒక నోడ్, ఇంకొక ఎండ్ దగ్గర ఇంకొక నోడ్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. రైట్? ఒక నోడ్ ఇంకొక నోడ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో మనకు మాక్సిమం మినిమం టు మినిమం ఏం కావాలి? మినిమం టు మినిమం ఒక నోడ్ ఫామ్ అయి ఇక్కడ ఇంకొక నోడ్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఒక లూప్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది మనకు. మినిమం ఒక లూప్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. రైట్? ఆర్ 2 loops or 3 loops or some other number of loops. N number of loops will be formed here. Okay. So we will see the mathematical approach. Length is L. Then what is the wavelength of this stationary wave? Can you say what is the wavelength of it? What is the wavelength of it? ఇప్పుడు ఇందాకేమన్నా నేను మినిమం ఒక లూప్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. Minimum ఒక loop అంటే distance between one node to another node. What is the distance between two successive nodes? In the yesterday's video we have seen what is the distance between two successive nodes. The distance between two successive nodes is lambda by 2. Distance between two successive nodes is lambda by 2. Right? So ఎన్ని lambda by 2s వచ్చే అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ? n number of loops ఉన్నప్పుడు n lambda by 2 lambda by 2 లూప్స్ వచ్చే అవకాశాలు మనకి n లూప్స్ వచ్చే అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయి, రైట్. n లూప్స్ వచ్చే అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2s ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2s అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ లెంత్ ఏమైంది, l కెన్ బి రిటన్ యాజ్ n టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2, రైట్. l కెన్ బి రిటన్ యాజ్ n టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2. దిస్ ఇస్ ద లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ది స్ట్రింగ్. ఈ లెంత్ మొత్తం ఎంత ఉంది, n టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2. నువ్వు ఒకటే లూప్ తీసుకుంటే లెంత్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ లాంబ్డా బై 2. ఒక లూప్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు లెంత్ ఈజ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2. ఒకవేళ మనకు రెండు లూప్స్ వచ్చాయనుకోండి, ఇట్లా రెండు లూప్స్ వచ్చాయి, దట్ ఈస్ 2 లాంబ్డా బై 2. మనకు మూడు లూప్స్ వచ్చాయి ఇక్కడ వచ్చినట్టు, దట్ ఈస్ 3 లాంబ్డా బై 2, రైట్. ఈ విధంగా మనకు లాంబ్డా బై 2, 2 లాంబ్డా బై 2, 3 లాంబ్డా బై 2, n లాంబ్డా బై 2 లెంత్ ఎంత అయ్యే అవకాశం ఉంది మనకు, n లాంబ్డా బై 2 లెంత్ అయ్యే అవకాశం ఉంది. సో L is equals to n lambda by 2. Then what is lambda? Wavelength lambda is equals to ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఏం రాసుకోవచ్చు, 2L by n. Lambda is equals to 2L by n. For this wavelength, what is the frequency? For this wavelength, what is the frequency? Frequency ఏమని రాసుకోవచ్చు, మనకు ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఫార్ములా తెలుసు, v is equals to nu lambda నుంచి nu is equals to v by lambda. Nu is the frequency, this is the velocity of the wave, this is the wavelength. Nu is equals to velocity by wavelength. Let's suppose v is the velocity of the wave here, then frequency can be written as v by lambda. V by lambda. I'll write this one lambda value here. V by lambda, that is 2L by n. So I'll write this one n into V by 2L. Right? This nu is equals to n into V by 2L. Okay na? ఈ n ఏమన్నాం మనం? This n is called as natural frequency. ఈ n ఏమంటాం మనం? n is called as natural frequency. ఈ సిస్టమ్ యొక్క అంటే ఈ స్ట్రింగ్ యొక్క నేచురల్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఎంత ఉంటుంది, n into v by 2L. This is the natural frequency of this string. Okay, normal mode, natural frequency, or it is called as the normal mode of the system. Okay, right? Nu is equals to ఎట్లా వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ, ఫస్ట్ లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ది స్ట్రింగ్ ని L అనుకున్నాం, ఈ L ఎంత అవుతుంది, n టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2 అవుతుంది. లాంబ్డా బై 2 ఎట్లా వచ్చింది మనకు మినిమం పాసిబుల్ డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ 2 సక్సెసివ్ నోడ్స్ అనేది లాంబ్డా బై 2. ఎన్ని లాంబ్డా బై 2s ఉండొచ్చు, n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2s ఉండొచ్చు. n is equals to 1 దగ్గర నుంచి ఇన్ఫినిట్ ఎన్నైనా కావచ్చు, 1 కావచ్చు, 2 కావచ్చు, 3 కావచ్చు, 4 కావచ్చు, ఎనీథింగ్ ఇట్ ఇస్. సో n టైమ్స్ ఆఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 2 ఇస్ ద లెంత్. దీని నుంచి ఏంటి కనుక్కున్నాం మనం, వేవ్ లెంత్ కనుక్కున్నాం. వేవ్ లెంత్ is equals to lambda is equals to 2L by n. This is completed. Next to frequency formula from the velocity formula, v is equals to nu into lambda. Nu is equals to v by lambda. So frequency is equals to v by lambda. V by lambda is 2L by n. Nu is equals to n into v by 2L. This is called as natural frequency or the normal mode of the string. Okay na? ఇప్పుడు now we see how we write this answer as a long answer. In IP exam, how do we write? In IP exam, this one we will not write. In IP, what we write? We'll write let the length of the string. Let the length of the string is equals to L. Let the length of the string is L. Okay. The first are the fundamental frequency of the system. Fundamental frequency of the system. Fundamental frequency of the system is you are taking one node to another node. One pulse you are taking. ఇది fundamental frequency అవుతుంది. This is the natural frequency. This is the fundamental frequency. Okay. This is the length. This length is L. So L is equals to what? Lambda by 2. And ఏం తీసుకున్నాం, ఒకటే తీసుకున్నాం. L is equals to lambda by 2. అక్కడ ఏం తీసుకున్నాం, N lambda by 2. That generalize చేసాం అక్కడ. natural frequency chadukunnam, but in exam what we write? In exam we write the fundamental frequency of the system. Fundamental frequency of the system is fundamental. Basically we will get one node to another node. L is equals to lambda by 2. Okay, L is equals to lambda by 2. Then from there what we can write? Lambda is equals to 2L. Lambda is equals to 2L. Okay. Now we'll write frequency. Now we'll write the frequency. Frequency nu is equals to V by lambda, that is V by 2L. V by lambda, V by 2L. Okay, what is V here? Velocity of the wave. But we know that velocity of transverse wave is equals to under the root T by mu. Under the root T by mu. Velocity of the under the root T by mu. T by mu. What is T? T is the tension in the string. T is the tension in the string. Mu is a linear mass density. What is linear mass density? The word itself is linear mass. Mass per unit length. Linear mass density name mass per unit length. Mass by length. ఒక యూనిట్ లెంత్ కి ఎంత మాస్ ఉందో దాన్ని లీనియర్ మాస్ డెన్సిటీ అంటాం. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 5 meters వైర్ ఉంది అనుకుందాం. 5 meters వైర్ is there. Its mass is 50 grams. Okay, or its mass is I am writing kilograms. 0.5 kgs. Right? 0.5 kgs. So mass per length 0.5 kgs by 5. This is what we call as the linear mass density. Mass per unit length is called as linear mass density. So we know that velocity of transverse wave is under the root T by mu. So we can write the nu is equals to, in nu ela rasko chudandi, nu is equals to V by 2L. V is 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. Okay, nu is equals to 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. This is called as a fundamental frequency, or this is called as the first harmonic. Harmonics are nothing but possible stationary waves. Harmonics ante possible stationary waves. ఇది ఫస్ట్ పాసిబుల్ స్టేషనరీ వేవ్. ఒక నోడ్ ఇంకొక నోడ్ మధ్యలో మనకు పాసిబుల్ అయ్యేటువంటి ఫస్ట్ వేవ్ ఇది. దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ ఫస్ట్ హార్మోనిక్. వాట్ ఈస్ హార్మోనిక్? హార్మోనిక్స్ ఆర్ నథింగ్ బట్ పాసిబుల్ స్టేషనరీ వేవ్స్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ హార్మోనిక్స్. This is called as the first harmonic. Nu is equals to 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. This is called as a fundamental frequency or first harmonic. Okay, right. Now we will come to the next one. Next one, if there are two pulses, this is one, case one, this is one. Another one, if there are two pulses. If there are two pulses, if there are two pulses, then what is L? L is equals to idoka lambda by 2, idoka lambda by 2. What you got now? 2 lambda by 2. Right? L is equals to 2 lambda by 2. What is lambda now? 2L by 2. We can cancel, but I am not cancelling it. కానీ మన క్లాస్ లో దాని యొక్క రేషియో కావాలి కాబట్టి దాన్ని మనం క్యాన్సిల్ చేయలేదు. 2L by 2. 2L by 2. What is nu now? Nu is equals to V by lambda. V by lambda. That is V by 2L by 2. 2 into V by 2L. ఏమొచ్చింది ఇంకా 2 into V by 2L. So 2 into 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. Mu is equals to, right? This is the second one. ఇక్కడ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఎంత వచ్చింది 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. ఇక్కడ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఎంత వచ్చింది 2 times of 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. This is called as second harmonic. This is called as second harmonic. ఇది first harmonic, ఇది second harmonic. Okay, write down this one. If there are 3 pulses, you can say no. If there are 3 pulses, 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 what do you get? Now if there are 3 pulses, we'll get like this. There are 3 pulses. Now this time what happened? L is equals to 3 lambda by 2, right? Lambda is equals to 2 L by lambda, 2 times of 3 lambda, 2L by 3 lambda, right? 2L by lambda is equals to 2L by 3. Lambda is equals to 2L by 3. Then nu is equals to V by lambda. Then finally what you get? Nu is equals to 3 times of 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. This is called as third harmonic. Third harmonic. See, first harmonic 1 by 2L T by mu. Second harmonic 2 times of 1 by 2L T by mu. Third harmonic 3 times of 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. So what is the ratio of the frequencies now here? What is the ratio of the frequencies? Ratio of the frequencies. I think you have noted it down. If not, pass it, and once you note down it, then again you continue it. Ratio of the frequencies. What are the ratio of the frequencies? Nu 1 is to nu 2 is to nu 3 is equals to 1 is to 2 is to 3 is to, and so on. Nu 1 first harmonic, nu 2 second harmonic, nu 3 is the third harmonic. What is the ratio? 1 is to 2 is to 3 is the ratio of the frequencies. Right? Got it? Now we will write the last step of this long answer, that is loss of transverse waves in stretched string. Loss of transverse waves in stretched string. So if you see here, stretched string lo, what is the natural frequency? Natural frequency of the stretched string. Natural frequency of the stretched string. Nu is equals to n times of 1 by 2L under the root T by mu. And then that is the natural frequency of the stretched string. Din nunchi we have tried the loss of transverse waves. See, we will write 3 laws of transverse waves. First one, ఇందులో మనకు 3 వేరియబుల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటి లెంత్, రెండోది టెన్షన్, మూడోది లీనియర్ మాస్ డెన్సిటీ. సి న్యూ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ, లెంత్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? డినామినేటర్ లో ఉంది. డినామినేటర్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ is inversely proportional to length of the string. What is this one? Frequency is inversely proportional to length of the string. This is the first law of transverse waves. Laws of transverse waves law, first law, frequency is inversely proportional to length. Second one, frequency is directly proportional to square root of tension of the string. Tension in the string. whenever you are stretching, stretch చేసినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, స్టిఫ్నెస్ వస్తుంది. The stiffness caused due to the force applied on the string is called as the tension. So nu is proportional to under the root T. This is the second law of transverse wave. Now I am coming to the third one. Third one, you might have guessed it now. Nu is inversely proportional to 1 by root mu, or you can write or 1 by the root is inversely proportional to square root of linear mass density. These are the three laws of transverse waves. Okay, na? So whenever this question is asked, then what you have to write? You have to write the first harmonic, second harmonic, third harmonic, then the ratio of the frequencies, then the natural frequency of the stretched string. From that we write first law, second law and third law of the transverse waves from this formula. Right? Thank you very much. In the next video we are going to discuss closed pipe and open pipe. Stationary waves in closed pipe and open pipe. Those two also most important. Please watch it. Thank you very much.